What is going on, everyone? Mr. Mom Collectibles. I am back with another quick video and an announcement today from Mondo that I was super excited for. I was waiting, and now we finally have it. It's the first announcement from the animated Spider-Man show, 1/6 scale figure from Mondo. This is the classic red and blue Spider-Man that resembles his appearance with the cell shading from the animated Spider-Man cartoon series, which I don't know about you, but as a kid, I definitely grew up on that show. It is one of my favorites. Absolutely love everything about that show. It really introduced me to Spider-Man on the forefront, and it was just an amazing show overall. And Mondo is bringing the first in a hope-to-be series of figures out for the collectors in 6 scale form. Now, these were teased some time ago. You see here, these were still shots coming soon. We had the red and blue Spider-Man with all the accessories. We also had the Venom, which looked so impressive, these renderings. And then we finally had the Spider-Man symbiote suit. So wasn't sure, honestly, I'm new to Mondo. I do have the 97 Wolverine, but not sure if these would actually see the light of day. And then we saw these photos from this year's San Diego Comic-Con. This is the Spider-Man, and then the imposing, the powerful, the very large, and I'm sure very pricey Venom.
Now we're going to be taking a look at the photos. These were, I believe, one or two of these were teased the day prior, but now we have the full assortment along with all of the information of when this is going to be going up for pre-order, which is going to be the 24th, it looks like. I'll have all that information here in the video along with the links of where to pre-order. But right off the bat, I mean, I might be showing some bias. I absolutely love this figure. I mean, if you are a 1/6 scale Hot Toys collector, you're going to have a Spider-Man that you can pose and not have to worry about, damaging the suit or anything like that. Coming from having the Wolverine piece, I, still want to be careful with the paint application that nothing scratches or anything of that nature, but I really do like it. I know it's getting a lot of hate from people just because they feel that there's aspects of it that don't fully look like the Spider-Man from the cartoon show. I mean, the sculpt I think looks great. I'm personally a fan of the cell shading. I love that transition. I love that, that look like it's coming right off of the cartoon. And so, like I said, I think it's great. I don't know how overly articulated this is really going to be. These photos here don't show the figure in too much of dynamic posing, but definitely more than a Hot Toy, and enough that you can leave it in this pose and not have to worry about anything damaging. I do really like the Peter Parker head sculpt. I really like that a lot. I know recently, if you grabbed or if you watched the video on my channel, that Spider-Man Vulture 2-pack with the Peter Parker sculpt from Hasbro that just recently came out. So getting that sculpt, I think it really looks great here. I love the accessories with the camera, the web effects, things like that. I'm just really excited for it. But more importantly, what this figure actually represents, which is I hope we get more from this line, including that Venom and that symbiote Spider-Man. That one pose of him holding the Green Goblin mask is a little weird, but here you go. This is everything that you're supposed to get with it. And then up there is the limited edition exclusive, which is a classic. They're calling it a classic sculpt. The hand holding the Green Goblin mask. And then that black stuff, it actually looks like symbiote, some Venom symbiote right there. But you can see you got the web shooters, all different hands, Peter Parker, the mask, the web, the splattering webs, the camera. You got the short web, the long web. So you have all those things there. And then this information is just basically telling you, basically it's going up September 24th at 10 a.m. and you're going to have a regular and an exclusive, limited edition, which is going to be limited to 1,500 units. So if you don't care that much about that Green Goblin, that one gesture, which is very, restrictive to just that pose, you don't have to worry about it because that's limited to 1,500. You can just grab the regular edition. And then this is what's showing what comes in the regular. Like I said, the figure, animated series portrait, the mask, the camera, all the head, the web shooters, all that stuff. This is showing the 1/6 scale regular version, which still comes with, I think, a great assortment of stuff. Spider-Man mask, the Peter Parker portrait, the various hands, long webs, and what do we got? The animated portrait. So things like that. So, and then when you move over to the other edition, the limited, you get everything, but then the limited edition only, which is the hand with the Green Goblin mask. It says web shooter hands with short webs, symbiote chest attachment, limited edition only, and the classic portrait. So the classic portrait, and in the previous photo, it didn't show the It didn't show the web shooter hands with short web, so we got to be on the lookout. But what's good about this is that this is dropping quickly. It is going to be dropping tomorrow, up for pre-order. I will link the Mondo website in the description of this video below. There might be some other places. I personally have never pre-ordered Mondo before. The only figure that I have gotten, I actually got on the secondary market, which, like I said, is the 97 Wolverine. And so this is actually going to be my very first pre-order. So I normally get stuff from Big Bad Toy Store, Sideshow, places like that. So I know Mondo's direct site will have that option for you, but I'm sure there's going to be other outlets that will be carrying it. But I will link the Mondo one in this video just in case anyone wants the direct link to them. But I'm very, very, very excited about this. This is a figure that I have been waiting for, pulled right off of the animated show. As I said, I know Hot Toys made somewhat of their version of it, but not exactly. And I watched a couple, commentaries on this already, and it seems to be getting mixed reviews. The collectors in the 1/6 scale community seem to really be liking this a lot because they're used to their Spider-Man figures not being able to be posed, as opposed to collectors in the Mondo community don't seem too overwhelmed by it overall. They feel kind of let down for the price, that it's just too much money for what Mondo is giving them. So it's interesting just to see on both sides of the fence, so to speak. But at the end of the day, you make the decision as the collector. I'm really loving this. It is kind of odd, I won't lie, depending on what kind of collector you are. Like, for example, the Wolverine piece, it does stand out in the collection a little bit because the Mondo just has a very specific look. So depending on what your collection looks like, if you collect a lot of Hot Toys, cinematic movie, this might stick out like a sore thumb, but I think that's the beauty of it. It's a really cool piece. It's meant to represent what it is, which is, like I said, the Spider-Man from the animated show. I just really hope we get that Venom. I know that's going to probably break the bank for sure, and I hope we get that symbiote Spider-Man. And I also know they teased Ghostbusters too. So, Mondo's coming out with some pretty cool stuff. It's not for everybody. It's not everything I'll be picking up, but they're definitely checking off some boxes of things that have gotten my interest. But more importantly, let me know what you think in the comments below. Drop a like on this video, and please consider subscribing for this and more content coming very soon. And until then, this is Mr. Mom Collectibles saying take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.